well, it's the F Press here in the Murray of the Firth, up in the North Scotland visiting. Meanwhile, the good people, the JDC and many others, are at HMP Belmarsh doing the regular process there, giving the word to to the Belmarsh detainees, staff and visitors to let them know what's going on. And in the background you might be able to see, I can't bloody see it at all, the old wind generators, because in Scotland they're somewhat advanced of ourselves down south in terms of generating less polluting energy. And while the Scottish people, politicians, are contemplating a severance from the United Kingdom, the people of England and Wales, and indeed Northern Ireland, continue to suffer the indignities of falling wages, rising prices, and the actual economic cost of endless war. And this carries on without, oh bloody hell, there's a horsey somewhere there. Hello horsey. And very nice. And as we wonder what the hell is going on with World War III and the endless barrage of propaganda and nonsense they're spouting about a Russian Federation, and a leader who on many occasions has actually been elected to their post, as opposed to the succession of the monarchy without election, and the many unelected leaders of the country here in the UK, and without a single vote from the good people, have assumed the reins of power with a promise of continuing the endless wars and no doubt continuing the confinement of Julian Assange in the HMP Belmarsh. Not very nice, not very democratic, and certainly illegal by many standards, especially that of once the rule of law, which they have completely abandoned and are deciding upon government by diktat and emergency power. And to be honest, this new bloke, Rishi, he's not going to last long. He's a billionaire hedge fund manager who has no solutions for the good working people of this country, has no solutions for the people of Scotland, England, Ireland, Northern Ireland and Wales. Well, unfortunately, the possible election coming up very soon, I'm sure, will see a secure Starmer KCB QC DPP MP will be crowned the new leader, a leader of what may be a coalition government, to carry on the same policies, the same shite that they've carried on with Sunak, Truss, Boris and even David Cameron and many before, who are insisting upon a crazed NATO expansion and attacks on the Russian Federation. And what loyalty do we have to these people? None. We have no loyalty to Ukraine. They're not in the EU, they're not in NATO, they're nothing to do with the UK. We have no interest in there apart from supporting an American oil and gas embargo to enrich the oil and gas corporations, including Shell and BP, which are posting record profits, which our government snivellingly are mentioning about taxing. Fucking 40 years too bloody late, mate. Too bloody late. You all need to get them companies, you should have fined them and made the polluters pay for what damage and horror they have caused. And this is indeed what Julian Assange has revealed over a decade ago, that these wars are a way of churning money in and out of a country and enriching not only the city of London but New York and many other exchanges. And as a good man once said, throw the moneylenders out of the temple. We don't need them. They're not here to help. They're not here to do anything apart from enrich themselves and their shareholders, while punishing the likes of Julian Assange. Well, here we are. Here I am in Scotland, possibly to be liberated not only from the yoke of UK mismanagement and horror, but also, if we have any luck, from the yoke of the SNP under a leadership such as Nicola Sturgeon, who we all know is a complete tool of the oligarchs, the banks and Westminster. So if you're Scottish, good luck to you, mate. Hope you get what you need, and whether it's with the Alba Party or an independent Scottish party that truly has the interests of the people, there may be some hope for Scotland in the future. And as an Englishman, I can only suggest that we find ourselves a suitable, independent, authoritarian counter, some party that will actually stand up to the military, the banks, and indeed Vatican City UK, the Corporation of City of London, who we are convinced is very much responsible for the horror that we find ourselves. Free Julian Assange. Thank you to all the Belmarsh protesters. I've done the best I can with this video. It's a bit dodgy, I can't see properly in my camera. So remember, Rishi, we know where you live.